Competitors reportedly have already tried Huawei's OS, and it seems Android has something to worry about. More Google Pixel 4 leaks emerge that come in conflict with what we've already seen previously, at least in part, and it seems that the next R model for the iPhone is going to continue being Apple's battery champ. I'm Jaime Rivera, reporting from studio number 2, where birds actually chirp and there are loud motorcycles and stuff, but I love it here. This is Pocket Out Daily. The official news today begin with a deal that I actually am considering personally because obviously the 2017 iMac is 2 years old pretty much, but then again right now at B&H they have that computer for $899, meaning $400 off the price tag. We're talking about a 4K Retina display, 8 gigs of RAM, 1 terabyte of storage, though that's a hard drive, it's not a solid state drive. But still, I mean, it's not a bad computer per se, and $400 off is a lot of money. You can learn more about it in the description. Now, let's talk about the Nintendo Switch, probably one of my favorite products of a couple of years ago, meaning we are due for a refresh. We have not seen one yet, and we've got some new reports that Nintendo was switching the strategy, mainly because of everything that's happening with China, Huawei, and the United States. Apparently, Nintendo has moved its production outside of China to other countries. We're trying to get information on which these countries are, but the thing about it is we've got 2 devices being mentioned, so that's actually the hottest part of the news. It seems that there is a higher-end Nintendo Switch, and then there's a lower-end device that's actually more focused on portability, meaning that it seems that Nintendo's working on more of a console device. I'm not exactly sure which is the better strategy. I think that the Switch is genius as it is. I would love it to be slimmer, I guess. Better quality materials probably, but then again, yeah, it seems that we're getting 2 more Nintendo Switches. When is the biggest question? Stay tuned, we'll keep you posted as we get more information. Now let's talk about the whole T-Mobile Sprint merger, which we have been waiting to happen for a while. We thought that it was going to probably happen this summer, and well, we've got up to 10 attorney generals that are completely against the deal. It's a $26 billion merger, and the argument from Sprint and T-Mobile is that we're going to get better 5G coverage because of this, and it's going to allow them to compete better against AT&T and Verizon, but the attorney generals don't think that's going to happen. Apparently, 3 companies will allow prices to go higher. And tell you what, man, prices in the United States are insane. They're kind of stupid compared to everywhere else in the world. So yeah, we've got a couple of states being mentioned, like New York, California, Colorado, the District of Columbia, Maryland, Michigan, Mississippi, Nevada, Virginia, and Wisconsin all against this. And obviously what happens now is either the Department of Justice approves it or doesn't approve it. Whatever the case may be, I don't know. I don't know what's better. I can't tell you if I prefer for the merger to happen or not. We'll see. Now let's move the spotlight over to the iPhone 11R. We've been wondering exactly what is Apple going to do with this particular model, which we hear is not going to vary much when it comes to design when compared to the higher end models, probably in materials. And as it turns out, we hear that the battery is going to get slightly larger, 5% from 2940 to 3110 milliamp hours. And the thing about it is, even if, yes, by all standards on Android, this is a small battery, by iPhone standards, the XR has insanely great battery life. We just can't deny it, it's really good. So we'll see what happens, because obviously, I mean, we're hearing a larger battery, better processor that's going to be more power efficient, but we're wondering what's going to happen with the display, which is literally what stands the difference between the XS and the XR, and that power efficiency. We'll see what we get. And how about if we discuss what's going to happen with the Pixel 4? Yesterday we were covering rumors of the Pixel 4 including a notch, and we were wondering where the selfie camera was because we couldn't see it, and there were rumors that there was probably going to be a pop-up camera, but probably the most important part of the rumors were the stove design at the back for the cameras. The thing about it is today we've got some more sources coming in with the stove design, so apparently that's going to be a thing in the back. And you know what, I'll take it, Google, so long as you give me more cameras at the back. I'll be like, yeah, whatever. But the thing about it is that it seems that no, we heard months ago that we were going to get sort of like an Infinity O punch hole that's larger for 2 cameras in the front, and now it seems that that's going to be the case. Now, don't be confused by the leaks that you see, because it does look like if the bezels are thicker, and that's not the case. It's actually, pun intended, there is a case around the phone, and that's the reason why. But yeah, no, apparently the bezels are getting smaller, which is a good thing for Pixels, because bezels right now are terrible. We'll keep you posted. Obviously, this is going to continue to evolve. And finally, the hottest news today have to do with the future Hongmeng OS or Arc OS or Arc OS or whatever it's going to be called. as we've got reports that companies like Xiaomi and Oppo are already testing this operating system. That's one of the biggest concerns that we had, that also Google warned the United States. What happens if a company like Huawei, with the scale that they have on Android, is able to come up with an operating system that's better? And the reports claim that these companies that have been testing it have found it to be 60% faster than Android. The thing about it is, obviously, Richard, you claimed this, and it could just be a PR move. We're not exactly sure if that is the case, but it's interesting, 60% faster than Android. I don't know about that. I do know that the operating system that I tested on the Huawei Watch GT is not faster, but it is significantly more power efficient than Wear OS. So that's probably a good reference. I mean, even if it's better power efficient, I think that that's a good thing. In today's question, let us know, I mean, what do you think? If Huawei came out with an operating system that is faster and more power efficient than Android, and also offers Android apps through their app gallery, would you be enticed for this? Do you think that it's time for Android to have a competitor? Because I'm going to be fully honest, I think that there's a big enough market for this, that Huawei has the scale. I feel that it's time for competition. I feel that these companies should do a better job in battery life, that they should do a better job in having a faster experience, a more complete experience. This is my opinion, obviously. We would love to know what you think in the comments down below, as, you know, for some people, Android is great. For me, it's good. It's not perfect, and neither is iOS. That's my opinion. We would love to know what you think in the comments.